Yeah, in the last class, just I was discussing about mutable and immutable objects in Python, right?
Yes, sir.
What are mutable objects? List is mutable. Fundamentals mutable or immutable? Immutable means changes modify. What do you mean by immutable objects? Which cannot be modified. The objects which cannot be modified. Immutable. Mutable means which can be modified, whose value can be changed or modified. List, we are discussing about list, the collection. Yesterday we are discussing about collection data types. The first one is list. List is a mutable or immutable. So what are the list properties? List properties. Before we go with list operations, yesterday I was discussing about the properties, right? List allows both homogeneous, heterogeneous. Homogeneous means all are of same data type, or heterogeneous. Heterogeneous means different data types, right? Different data types. Okay, fine. Homogeneous and heterogeneous. List allows duplicate elements. See this properties first. List allows duplicate elements. Observe this. So list, tuple, sets, and dictionaries are the collection data types in Python. List represented by using this. Okay. And list allows both homogeneous and heterogeneous elements. Means all are of same type, all are of different. One is string, one integer, one float. List allows duplicate elements. List allows what? Duplicate elements. In list, insertion order is followed. Means in which 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 in the same order they are stored or displayed, right? Each element of a list is identified by a unique index. Yeah, okay. Forward index and backward index both are supported. Forward index starts from left to right, start with 0. Backward index with -1. List is a mutable object. Changes or modifications are allowed within a list. But within the list, we can have both mutable and immutable. Within the list, I can have, okay, this 10, 20, 30, which is immutable, which is this is 1, 2, 3 is mutable, right? List can also be created by using list function. List can also be created by using list function. Fine. Okay. Now this is what list properties. And also yesterday I was discussing about list creation and list slicing, right? List slicing is extracting particular elements from a list, right? Now write down list functions. List functions. X is a list 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Ten, 20, 30, 40, 50. They have got 5 elements in the list, right? Ten to 50. Print X. Type of X. What type? What you are trying to assign to X? What you are trying to assign to X? List. Type of X will be list type. ID of X. Print ID of X. Okay, ID of X means where exactly it is stored, right? And print len of X. I want to find the number of elements within the list. How many? 5. Len of X is 5. Now I want to find the sum of all the elements of the list. 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 40 plus 50. So no need to write coding in Python. In other languages like C or Java, take some initial variable, sum as 0, iterate it one by one and add one by one element to the sum, finally return the sum. But in Python, directly sum of, there is a function called sum function of which list? X list. Sum of which list? X list. Sum of X means it returns the sum of all these elements. I want to find the max element in that list. If there are some 70 elements, you think I want to find the which element is the max of x. Means what is that? 50 it returns. Print. I want a minimum element. Min of x returns the minimum element. That is what? 10, right? Now save it. Control S. List functions dot py. Now see this run module. So we no need to write codings here in Python. So len of x is what? 5. Sum of x means sum of all the elements 150. Max of x 50. Min of x 10, right? Understood. Now 1 second, don't write this. Write these elements in a different order. First 30, next 10, 40, 20, 50. So I want the elements in a particular order. Arrange all the elements of a list in a particular order. Sorted order. Print sorted of x, right? Sorted of x means arranges all the elements in a order. Arranges all the elements in a particular order, right? Okay. Sorted of x arranges the elements in a sorted order. Sorted of x 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Write that first. It is just displaying the elements in the ascending order, right? I want the elements in descending order. See here, you can see the elements in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 is arranging in ascending order, but I want in descending order. If I want to print in descending order, try to say sorted of x, comma, yeah, what is it? Reverse. Reverse, yes, reverse equal to sorted of x. Generally, ascending order. If you reverse the ascending order, you will get in descending order, right? So just say reverse equal to true, right? That's it. Reverse equal to true. By default, it will be false. So reverse it. You will get in descending. Generally, built-in functions in Python will be in violet color. Print is a built-in function. ID, some max, min, sorted, right? Sorted of x. Run module. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Fine. Fifty, 40, 30, 20, 10, right? Okay. Can I say I want average of X? Can I say print average of X? Do you have average function also? Observe here. Average of X, is it appearing in violet color? No, right? Observe. If you try to execute, name average is not defined. So there is no function average. If I want to find average, average, what is that math module? Average equal to, try to say. Sum of X by len of X, number of elements. Sum by len. Len means number of elements. It gives the average, right? Print average. Run module. I got the average 30, right? 150 by 5. Okay. Just like, okay, sorted function, we have also got, I want to display the elements of a list in the reversed order, not in descending. Descending is different, reversed is different. Reversed means what is the output you will get? 50, 20, 40, 10, 30. You should get the output in this manner. So 1 second. So here I got a list. Okay. And okay. Now just leave some 5-6 lines and just write this program. I'll come back to that reverse. Okay. So just leave some 4 to 5 lines, 5-6 lines. Okay. I'll come back to this. Applying for loop on a list. For loop on a list. X equal to 10, 20, 50. If I'm applying for loop on this list. For P in X. For P in X, print P. For P in X, print P. For P in X, keep colon. If you press enter, automatically it takes some space indentation. Understand? For P in X, colon you keep. If you keep colon, press enter, automatically it takes. If you're not keeping, it won't take. Right? Indentation, print P. It will print that for loop. Okay, observe this. For on a list dot py. Run model. It prints in how many lines? 5 lines or single line? 5 lines. How many times print statement executes? 5 times. 5 lines. Print P 10, 20, 30. I want to print within a single line. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. What is that? Okay. We discussed one example like that. Print hello, print world. Okay, hello world. It prints hello in one line, world in another line by default. But I want these two print statements output within a single line. These two print statements output I want in a single line, like hello world. In between I want space. What it should do? What is the functionality? END. What END equal to space. If you use space, after hello, you will be having space and world in a single line. At the end of the hello, it will give some space and next continued by world in the same line. If you give comma here within this double quotes, hello comma world, you will get /t. If you give hello tab space means 4 spaces world. If you are giving colon hello colon world, whatever you give. So I'm giving space here. Now observe this output once. Run module. Hello world, right? Understood everyone? So anytime if you want to combine the print statements output, use END. END equal to space. Right? In the same way, here it is printing for loop in 5 lines, right? I want to print how many print statements here? 5 print statements. 5 print statements output I want in a single line. Try to say here also P comma END equal to space. Understood? So first it will print P, it use space. P means 10 space. Next time P takes 20, again same line, space, 20 space. Understood? Single line, right? Understood? For loop, take that. Okay. So P next print P comma END equal to space, right? Okay. How to apply for loop and list. Now, based on this discussion, coming back to the previous example, what is my query? Reverse the elements of this list. Reverse it means just like sorted, we have got reversed. It is also a built-in function. Reversed of X means here you won't get the result. See, it won't display the result. It won't display the elements in the reversed order, but rather it is going to print some address. It prints one address. Observe, it is printing some address. So and so object at so and so address. It is not printing the elements in the reversed order, but it is printing some address. Means what is happening internally means reversed of x, it reverses the elements. It reverses the elements and stores the result in another object. It reverses the elements and stores the result in another object. That object address it will return. That object address it is displaying. Understood? That object address is returned. That object is going to have the elements in the reversed order, right? Yes, sir. What is happening? It reverses the elements and the result is stored in another object. In another object, the result you will be seeing in the reversed order, right? I want that result in that object. In the reversed object, the result is there. That result I want. So apply for loop and get one by one element from it. Okay. Apply for loop and get one by one element from the reversed object. Apply for loop and get one by one element, one by one. Apply for loop and get one by one element from the reversed object. Now try to say how to apply for loop for p in or a, for p in on which object? Reversed object. Reversed of x. I'm applying for loop on reversed of x. What is the first p value it takes? 50. Reversed. After getting the reversed first 50, print p comma e and d equal to space. I want everything within a single line, right? Now what is the result you will get? 50, 20, 40, 10, 30. Understood this output? What is happening internally? 50, 20, 40, 10, 30. Observe everyone. Yes. X of h2 is to minus of h. That's I'm discussing. Print slash n and say. Instead of all this, yesterday we have discussed, right? What is that? Yesterday slicing. In that I said x of what is this? What is this? Nothing but reversing a list, right? This one yesterday we have discussed this. Reverses the elements of a list. $50, $20, $40, $10, $30. Now observe this. For P in reverse sorted of x means what is output you get? First sorted of x means in ascending order. Sorted of x is going to be computed ascending order. That ascending order you will be reversing it. You will get in descending order. What is the output? Descending order. Descending order you are going to get. P comma E and D equal to space A. Run module. You got in descending order, right? 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, right? Okay. Now print just observe sorted off output. What is the output of this? Don't get confused here. What is output? Ascending or descending? Ascending. Why ascending? Because first what is going to be computed? This one first. What is this? Reversing the elements of a list. Reverses the elements. Means what is the output you get? 50, 20, 40, 10, 30. 50, 20, 40, 10. That one you sort it. That one you sort it. You will get in ascending, right? Understood. You will get the output in the sorted order. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 is the output. Okay. File, new file. Working with list addresses. Okay, x is 10, 20, 30, y is 10 to 50. Okay, x comma address of x. Address of x and address of y, same or different? Same or different? Actually, as per our discussion, it should be same, right? But it will return different. X value 10, y value 10. If the contents are same, only one object, the address should be same, right? But in the case of collection data types, most of the collection data types, see, the address will be different. Even though the same content, different address. Why? Because of now they are looking same, but later they can be modified, right? Because now say that x of one value. What is x of one value? X of one is what? Can I modify to 25? Now try to say pretext 10, 25, 30, 40. Is it equal to y? X content, y content are the same. Now I want to modify this 30 to 35. Can I do or not? 40 to 45. List is a mutable or immutable? Mutable means changes, modifications allowed or not? 20, 25, 30 to 35, 40 to 45. Now both x and y are the same. That's the reason it is returning two different addresses. Understanding? To compare the addresses of two objects, we have got one operator. X content is equal to y content. True or false? X is equal to y. X content equal to y content or not? True. This is true. X content, okay, okay, but after modifying, it's not. Here it is true, right? But okay. Print x is y. X address is equal to y address. False. False, right? 10, 25. Understood, everyone? I'm writing a note. Two mutable objects with same content. Then two mutable objects with same content. two mutable objects with same content, then two different objects gets created. As they can be modified, as they can be x of 0 is what? Type of x of 0. What is it? X of 0 means 10. This. What is its type? Integer. Integer. 10 means what? Integer. Now observe this. Y of 0. Type of y of 0. Idea of y of 0. Try to say. X of 0, y. Address of x of 0, y of 0. Same or different? Hmm? X of 0 value is same? It's 10. Y of 0 value, tell me. Y of 0 value also 10. Now same address of x of 0, y of 0. Same or different? Type. First you see the type. What type is there? Integer. Integer means fundamental. Integer means fundamental. Fundamental data types mutable or immutable? Immutable objects with same content. One object or two objects? Only one object. Address of x of 0, y of 0. Two integers with same content. Only one object. Its address is given to both the. Understand? Okay, understood. Different ways of creating a list, two ways, using this squared bracket. Up to now whatever we discussed is nothing but first one. Now using list function, we'll see. Okay, creating a list. Creating a list using list function. Now up to now using square bracket you have created a list, right? 10, 20, 30, 40. Now using list function, x equal to list. Print x type of x and len of x. Print x type of x and len of x. What is this? Empty list creates. X equal to list means empty list creates. Print x, empty list will be printed. Type of x, list type. Len of x, 0. Keep this in comment. Okay. Empty list created, right? What type? List type. Length is what? 0. Understood, everyone? Empty list created. Length is what? 0. Observe this example too. X equal to a list. Example to creating a list with content. Creating a list with content. Previously empty list. To a list I am passing a string like Python. Len of x will be what? Here previous len of x is 0. Here len of x will be 6. 6. How come 6? Python in a list of 6 characters. Observe, take this output also. Yes. Yes. Python. Length is what? 6. One more example. Example 3. If I take Python, comma Java, observe these things carefully now. These things you need to understand carefully. Python, comma Java. Now say me the length of x. What is it? Hmm? Observe one thing we need to observe here, error because list function accepts only one argument. Only one argument. 2 arguments it won't accept. Observe this, what error it gives. You should also know, you should also concentrate on the errors also. See what error it gives. Type error. List expected at most, not at least. At least means any, not at least. At most means 1. At most 1 argument. But here given 2. That's why error. Understand this. Type error. So here error because list function accepts only 1 argument. And this comment. And that argument should be and that argument should be of iterable type like list, tuple, set, and string only. Observe, this is also important. Second one, that argument should be of what type? It should be a list, a tuple, set, and string only. Iterable type means what? Iterable means what? Iterations. List we can apply on a list. We can apply iterations 1, 2, 3, 4. If I apply for loop on a list of 5 elements, how many times iterations? 5. And a tuple of 5 elements, 5. Set of 5 elements, 5 iterations. On a string, for example, HELLO. If I apply for loop on a string, for loop executes for 5 times, as there are 5 characters, HELLO, right? Understood. So this one I'm keeping in comment, multi-line commenting. Start with triple quote, end with triple quote. Observe this example 4. A list within a list function, I've given what? Tuple of 5 elements. Print x, type of x, len of x. Len of x will be what? Len of x will be 5. In the case of string, each character will be taken as one element, right? If you are giving a tuple or list or set, each element will be taken as one. Len of x will be 5. Right? Understand, observe these things practically everyone today. For understanding the next tuples and sets, the list you need to understand. If understand this lists, tuples will be easier. Understood this one? How you got 5 here? Observe this example 5. Now, see, I'll try to confuse. Don't get confused. See? Now try to observe here. 2 arguments we cannot provide, right? We can accept only 1 argument. Okay, I'll give 1 argument. The previous example I've given Python. What was the length? 6. Now only 1 argument I'll give now also. Len of x. Len of x is what? Yes, len of x. Len of x. Len of x. 2. Hmm. 2. Yes. 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 By error means clearly I have given here. List function accepts only 1 argument. That argument should be list or tuple, set or string only. Clearly I have given it. It should be string. Okay, in the first example, string we have taken. That's accepted. In this example, tuple we have taken accepted. Integer, float, booleans, these are not accepted. They are not iterable. They are not iterable. See that if you want, you see this error. What error it gives? What error it gives and why you got the error also it will say. Int object is not iterable. Int object is not iterable. So whenever if you take a list function, to a list function, what you should provide? Iterable types. Iterable types means string, list, tuple, set. Only these four only accepted, right? Understanding? Yes. Understanding. So this also I'll keep in comment. Error because int is not iterable. Int is not iterable. Generally, to a list function, we should keep it. Now observe this example 6. Control V. I'm taking a set. Set means which bracket? Set means which bracket? Curly braces. Curly braces. Hmm. Now same is the length. Set of strings I have taken. Set of strings. Len of x will be. Len of x will be. If you get confused, the another way is just typecasting. This is a set. Convert to list by keeping list before it. Generally, string how to convert to integer means keep int before it. Typecast here also. Set of 4 elements. List of what is the final output? List with. You will see the output. List of. You got list. List of what is the length? 4. Understand? Okay. I want a list. Observe here. I want a list. Here Python and Java, if you are giving error, why you got error? Only one argument allowed within a list. 2 arguments not allowed. But I want Python and Java as a part of my list. Set you can take, list you can take, tuple you can take, anything you can take, right? Control V. Now try to say how can I include not only set, you can take, can I take a square bracket or normal bracket or a set, anything. Can I take Python comma Java now? What will be the length now? Length will be 2, right? Understood. Run module. Length is 2. Okay, take this. Fast. From starting, you should take or only from here. The completed this. Example 3, 4, 5, 6. Fine. You should also see with the errors. We need to check with the errors. Yeah, well, later we'll be discussing with errors and exceptions in Python. We have got a concept. Error handling. Next is heterogeneous list. Heterogeneous list means a list with one integer, one string, one float, different. For example, I'm taking employee details. Employee ID 101, employee name Ajay, Blake you say. His salary 90,780.70. Yes, one integer, one string, one float. Heterogeneous. Heterogeneous list means a list with different elements, integer, string, and float. This is simple. Print X means it prints the same list, right? Here up to here it's fine. Yes. Now try to answer this. Yes. Don't get confused. X of 1 means what? Now try to say. X of 1 to what you will get? Black and salary both will be printed. Yes. Controllers. What is output? Name and salary. The answer is A. Alphabet A. Alphabet A. The answer is understood now?
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Remaining? Understood. Say what is that? X of 1 means Blake. In that Blake index 0, 1, 2. See one more thing. It won't print Blake and salary. If X of 1 comma X of 2 means it will print that name and salary. X of 1, 2. What I said? X of 1, 2. X of 1 means Blake. In that Blake 0, 1, 2. See the output. What is that? It will print A. Understood? X of 1 means Blake. In that 2, 0, 1, 2. If I say X of 1 comma X of 2 means name and salary will be printed. But X of 1, 2. Write this. I got 5 elements in a list. Now try to see. I got 5 elements in a list. Yes. I want to remove the third element. Can I remove or not? Can I add the 6th element or not? Yes. Can I add the 6th element? 5 elements are there. List is mutable or immutable? Mutable. Mutable means I can modify, I can change, I can add, remove, right? How to add elements to a list? How to remove elements from a list? We can add elements to a list, we can remove elements from a list, right? That is possible. list methods. We have got. So there is a lot of discussion. It takes time. List methods takes time. We'll discuss tomorrow.